He got so fired up on the practice field that he actually snapped at his own teammate, and Bears fans everywhere are calling it the clearest sign yet that this offense belongs to him. Chicago's quarterback is playing like a completely different animal 3 days into camp, and what happened on the practice field today has everyone buzzing. Stick around, because this story only gets wilder from here. If you're as hyped for football season as we are, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you never miss an update. Day 3 of training camp wrapped up in Chicago, and once again, it was the offense stealing the spotlight. Caleb Williams looked like a man completely in control out there. Sharp reads, quick releases, the ball landing exactly where it needed to. He wasn't locking onto one guy either. Rome Odun's got his touches, Luther Burden 3 kept flashing, and a receiver named KT saw some run too. The day before, newcomer Khalif Raymond had been the one making headlines with the beautiful downfield connection. This is exactly the kind of distributed, unpredictable attack the coaching staff has been building toward, mixing shotgun with under-center looks, sprinkling in play action, even letting Williams audible at the line when he sees something he likes. But here's the moment that really got people talking. During one rep, Williams shifted his foot as a pre-snap signal for a receiver to go in motion. Nobody moved. The play broke down before it even started, and Williams didn't hide his frustration. He barked at the group and called for a quick rehuddle right there on the spot. Clips of it spread across social media within minutes. Now, ask yourself this: how many young quarterbacks are actually allowed to get away with checking their own teammates like that? Not many, and that's exactly the point. This isn't a rookie freshly dropped into the league. This is a third-year passer who has clearly earned the room's respect enough to hold guys accountable in real time. That's the kind of command you used to see from legends like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, quarterbacks so locked into the offense that correcting a mistake becomes their job, not the coaching staff's. According to head coach Ben Johnson's own comments after practice, that shift has already started happening. Where the staff used to be the ones stopping drills to fix mental errors last season, now it's often the players themselves, Williams included, policing it on the field before a coach even has to step in. And while Williams is clearly running the show, one pass catcher in particular has been nearly impossible to stop through 3 practices. Chicago's second-year tight end has looked like a matchup nightmare for anybody trying to cover him. Slants, seam routes, curls, it doesn't matter, defenders simply can't get in phase with him. Even on the rare occasion he was well covered, Williams still found a way to drop a perfectly placed ball over the top for an easy grab. During the 2-minute drill to end practice, Williams found him again for a 20-yard score, capping off yet another highlight reel day for the young tight end. If you're building a fantasy football roster this year, people around the building are already throwing out numbers like 1,000 receiving yards and double-digit touchdowns for this guy. That might sound aggressive for a player entering just his second season, but after the way he finished last year, and the way he's opened camp, it's not hard to see why the buzz is real. Now here's your question of the day, and I want to hear real answers in the comments. Do you think this level of hype after just 3 practices is deserved, or is it way too early to be crowning anybody? Let me know what you think down below. It wasn't all good news for the defense, though credit where it's due. They clawed back some pride during red zone work. After getting shredded for most of the period, Chicago's top cornerback jumped a route and came away with an interception, the first turnover the defense has forced off Williams all camp. It was a much-needed answer for a defensive unit that has, frankly, looked like it's playing catch-up to an offense that's ahead of schedule. That's a strange sentence to say about this team. Usually it's been the defense carrying the load early in camp while the offense works out the kinks. Not this year. The passing game already looks installed and functional, which says a lot about the continuity heading into year 2 of this coaching staff's system. Shifting over to the trenches, the left tackle competition is heating up in a way nobody fully expected. A former Yale product working his way back from injury got the bulk of the first-team reps today, and by most accounts, it wasn't his best outing. One pass rusher in particular beat him cleanly on multiple reps, including what looked like a likely sack on the very first play of a red zone series. Now, to be fair, the pads aren't on yet, so it's tough to draw hard conclusions from reps like that. But the coaching staff is clearly giving him every opportunity to win the job, and there's a sense around the building that if he doesn't show real growth once things get physical, he might not just lose the competition, he could be fighting just to make the roster. The other names in that mix, a veteran left tackle and a free agent addition from Cleveland, remain very much in the picture, and there's still a chance a versatile Canadian-born tackle factors in as well. Now for the story that's honestly a little harder to explain. Chicago's starting running back has now missed back-to-back practices, and so far there's been no real update from the team. The head coach fielded plenty of media questions today, and this topic simply never came up. Maybe reporters were asked to avoid it. Maybe there's a personal matter being handled privately. Nobody outside the building really knows right now, and speculating too much probably isn't fair to the player. What we do know is that this running back paired with the team's veteran back formed one of the most productive backfield duos in the league last season, so any missed time is worth watching closely heading into an off day tomorrow. One name quietly building momentum in his absence, though, is a veteran back who spent time in Miami and Indianapolis. He's flashed real breakaway speed the last couple of days, which was always his calling card earlier in his career. Nobody's suggesting he's ready to step into a starting role if something serious is going on, but as a depth piece who can contribute on special teams and out of the backfield in passing situations, he's making a strong early case. So here's a question worth sitting with. If this offense keeps rolling the way it has through 3 practices, how much patience should fans really have left for a defense that's still searching for answers? That's a fair debate, and I'd genuinely like to hear where you land on it. That's everything worth knowing from Day 3 at Hallis Hall. More updates are coming as camp rolls forward, so stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.